This is Cheyenne Valentine back to the again new episode. In today's episode, I want to say, are black women gold diggers or not? Make up your mind. Again, are black women gold diggers or not? Make up your mind. This is to the men, obviously. Now, you all are very confused. Very confused. Now, let me get to the point. This is just... oh my God. I've seen several men on YouTube and in person say that black women like thugs. They like bums, car thieves, dope boys, dudes who do home invasions, felons. They say all that. Which all these men, will be the lower tier of men, low lives, in my opinion. And these men don't have no money. And some dope boys might have some, but the local dope boys do not have money. It's usually the higher up dude at the very top that has it. The one big drug pen. The rest of them minions don't have nothing, okay? So those men are broke. So on one hand, black men complain about black women liking those men and those men are broke. And that's why they're doing those petty crimes. They're broke. And they say black women's standards are too low. And they also say, in addition to that, black women go for looks more than money. I've seen several men on YouTube say this. Oh my God. And in real life, I keep hearing men say black women only go for looks, and if you don't look good enough, they won't talk to you. They say that black women will have a baby with a guy just because he's cute, but he ain't a good dude. He can't provide. You hear men complain about this all the time. Then they flip it and say, oh, black women are gold diggers. I literally had a black guy say to me, the reason why some black men date white women is because black women are gold diggers. And I'm like, what? If black women collectively are gold diggers, then we're not doing a good job. Okay, so because a woman is asking you to bring her a $5 footlong to her house, knowing that you want to come over and have sex with her, and all she's asking is for a $5 footlong, she's a gold digger? Oh, so because a black woman asked you to pay her phone bill that was no more than $35 from Boost Mobile, she's a gold digger, because y'all, I can't make this up, because she asked you to get her nails done, and what does a pedicure, manicure, whatever, that might be I don't know how much they go for, but it ain't over $100. It could be over 100, I don't know, but that's gold digging. Like, I just, wow, because she actually put some gas in her car to get back and forth to work. But she's giving you sex. You think that is like she's gold digging? Okay, so the women like Anna Nicole Smith and women like that, what are they? So you don't have a pro. So what? Okay, so what I have figured out with some of these black men is that they don't have a problem with white female gold diggers. They have a problem with black female gold diggers. Oh yeah. And the thing about it is, which one is it? Because when he said black men are going to white women because black women are gold diggers, then okay, so but then you got black men saying that black women go for looks more than money. Basically, they're saying that when black women date, they usually go for like a guy they find that's really handsome, and he could be broke and they still give him a shot. That's most black women I have encountered. They usually go for looks. But then I've heard black men say that's stupid. They should go for men with money. They could do something for them. Then you go for a man that has money, you're called a gold digger. Which one is it? Do black women go for men with money? Are black women just strictly gold diggers? Or do they go for looks? In my opinion, most black women go for looks. Black women aren't, it ain't like, it's a couple gold diggers, but the gold digger, the black women who are trying to go there, they're not even doing it right. Like, the real gold diggers are like, do you all know Marlo from Atlanta Housewives? Like, that's a gold digger right there. Okay. Like, y'all, do y'all men know what a gold digger is? Because if y'all really knew, none of y'all be getting, so most men have had, anyway, if you have had sex, gentlemen, okay, ever, from a woman, that means that you did not run into a gold digger, because I guarantee if you listen to this video, you are not rich. You don't have nothing to get. Like, you act like you got money. You act like you got money to blow or something. You don't have no money for her to dig. So my thing is with these men, why do you just like gold diggers. Ain't no gold digger that tried to get no money out of you because you don't have any money to get. So what are you? You're not a target. So what are you talking about? And then you talking about they going for the dope boys. Now I want to jump into something too real quick while we talking about dope boys, car thieves, and felons. They always say that black women go for those kind of men and they don't want the so-called educated lames. Now, there are a segment of black women who do go for those kind of men, mainly because those men are in their environment, and those women are hood rats. Okay, so the hood rats and the thugs, dope boys, and car thieves, they're all in the same category in my opinion. So I don't care about neither one of them. So they date each other. Women who want a man of quality, women who are so-called educated, you do still have some of them that like those men, but like when you think about what is Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, they usually put it like this, people who are in the same mindset and league usually date each other. So two people who are who feel education is really important to them, having a great family, they usually gravitate towards each other. People who ain't about none, they usually gravitate towards each other. So when you see the women who put up with these dope boys and felons, usually those women have a certain mindset, and so why would you care about who they want anyway? Okay, I don't have a problem. Actually, the thugs, car thieves, and felons, and the hood rats, I actually don't have a problem with them. What I have a problem with is that I feel it's too many of them in the community. That's what I have a problem with. Like, I think they should only make up 1%. Because look, we don't live in a perfect world, so they're gonna exist. Okay, but my thing about it is for you men who say black women don't want educated lames or whatever, do y'all act as if it's a bunch of them? Like, you act like the average black man is making 6 figures and don't have tattoos all over his face, don't have baby mothers everywhere, don't smoke weed from time to time, don't drink, speaks proper English, don't curse. Like, you act like that's like 90% of most black men. Are you don't want to be a player? Because a lot of these black men had is I want to be a player. You act like 90% of black men want to be married, want to be a father, like kids, and want to be committed. Like, what planet are you living on? You saying that is almost like me saying 90% of black women wear their hair natural and don't wear weave. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you hear how ridiculous I sound? That's you saying that 90% of black men are family oriented, want kids, are not on child support, make 6 figures, don't have tattoos, don't drink and smoke. That's like me saying that 90% of black women don't wear hair weave and wear their natural hair. I mean, is this some freaking joke? The problem is, it's not enough of these so-called educated lames that you're talking about. It is a decent amount of these dope boys, car thieves, and felons up in here in the black community. It's too many of them. I'm not saying the whole community is like, I'm not saying that they make up like 90% of the black male population, because they don't, but they make up too much of it to where a lot of women are exposed to them. Just like I feel like the hood rats they don't make up most of the black, I don't know the percentage, but they don't make up most of the black women, but they make up too much of it. That's what I'm trying to say. They make up too much of it. All right, so I want to address that first. So you men act like it's so many of these upstanding black men, and get the hell out. That is a goddamn lie. Okay, and so which one is it, man? Are black women gold diggers or are they not? Do we only go for looks and bombs and broke men, or do we go for the money? And it seems like no matter which way we go, you have a problem, black man. No matter which one we choose, you're mad because you don't represent either one, because you're broke. So you don't represent the man with money that we would try to gold dig, and then I guess you're not attractive, so you don't represent the man that we would find attractive that we want to sleep with. So I guess you're in the middle. You're in the middle, and so since you're in the middle, you're mad. Now, black men, let me ask you a question. What do you want from black women? From any woman? What do you want? What are you really mad? Let's get to the core of this. What are you really mad about? You don't want a relationship. You're not chasing women down to get married and have children. No. You chase them down for sex. And not only sex, you want them to give you the sex without you paying any bills, without you taking them on dates. You don't want to do that. You literally want a bunch of beautiful women to chase you down, and then you men complain about approaching women. You don't even want to approach. You don't even, because women like confidence in men who pursue. But y'all don't even want to be a man no more. Okay, so you want the woman to approach you, chase you down for sex, rip your clothes off. If y'all do go on a date, you want her to pay for the date, open up the car door for you, tell you how beautiful you look, bring you flowers, and screw you all night long. And you want multiple beautiful women to do this. Now, if this was to happen, what is she getting out of it? What is she getting out of it? Like, you would never get that. I mean, you're not an NBA player, but you're never gonna get it. But let's just pretend in the alternate universe you got that. to give you to get you gotta give, right? So what would she be getting? What would she be getting out of this? You ain't giving her no money, you're not paying for dates, you don't want to talk to her, you don't want to hang out, you just literally want her to come over to your house, rip your clothes and screw you. Now mind you, these women that you want look better than you. So you don't even look the way they even want you to really even look. You don't have a personality that she likes. You don't want to spend no money on her. You know, like I said, she's not even asking you to spend money. She's coming over, ripping your clothes off. And this is tons of women doing this. So what are they getting out of it? And you know what, ladies? I asked a couple men this question. You know what they said? They said what a woman gets out of a situation like that is that she's getting pleasure. This fool, I had a couple men actually say to me that sex is mutual. The woman's getting pleasure just like the man. I said, you fool. How many times have you been taught? These men, y'all, it is not equal. Because they go around and say that women sex drive is on the same level as theirs, but then they'll turn around. That same dude, and a dude on YouTube did this. He said that women have a high sex drive just like a guy at the same level, but then he turned around and said that women tend to hold out on sex. But see, he's sick in the head because see, in his mind he feel, and listen ladies, you have to listen to the language a person uses. So when he said holds out, listen to the word hold out. That's withholding, like she's purposely doing it. And then this is the same guy that said women have a high sex drive just like a guy. So in his twisted mind, he feels that, ladies, that your sex drive is just as high as his, but you are purposely playing games with him by withholding it. Now, men have a hard time withholding sex from women because they are horn dogs and they're damn near sex addicts. So to men, if our sex drive was just as high as y'all's, then why is it that we're better at withholding sex from you then? If our sex drive is so goddamn high, why are we so good at so-called withholding sex? Because obviously something that you have a strong craving for, it's hard for you to not participate in it, right, men? You know what I'm talking about because you're sex addicts damn there. Okay, so this is what this tells me when this guy said it was mutual. This tells me that men don't listen to women, don't care about what you want, and they have convinced themselves, ladies, they have convinced themselves that you want sex just as much as they do, but you, for some reason, are a jerk, you are manipulative, you are, you like to play mind games, and that you're purposely withholding sex from them because you might just want some money out of them. But if the sex drive was at that level, she would not be able to hold out to that point to try to go dig you, because she'll want the penis too bad, just like how bad you want to jump into some panties. Okay, she wouldn't be able to even wait to go dig you. What are you not getting? Men have a hard time accepting that women are not like this. See, I've been accepting men ain't like me. They prove it to me every single day. I've already accepted that. That's why I study them and break them down. Okay, but when I mean break them, I'm saying break down how they think or whatever. But they refuse to believe, ladies, that you're different than them. Clearly you have a different anatomy, but they don't want to believe it. They only believe that you're different when they want to play this game of a man can do a woman can't do what they can do. On one hand, they want to say that your sex drive is on the same level as theirs, but then they want to turn around and say that you can't do what they do sexually. Meaning you can't have multiple sex partners, but they can. If you do it, you're a whore, and that's not a lady's place. Well, then now I'm confused because you just said me and you are neck to neck with the sex drive. So why is it you can go out and sleep with a lot of women, but I can't sleep with a lot of men? So you see how they contradict themselves? So this brings me back. Oh my God. So they're talking in circles. They're saying that you're withholding sex. You tend to withhold it, but you got a high sex drive. Then they go like, y'all, I'm talking about 50 topics in this one video. But yeah. But back to the beginning of this video, because I got all the way off topic. They want to say that you're a gold digger. Then they want to turn back and say that you only go for men who are lowlifes and can't do anything for you. So when they tell you that you want to go for thugs, bums, and car deals, they're telling you need to lift your standards up. So then you lift them. And then they say you lift them too high. I actually had a guy on YouTube say that women's standards are too high and too low. It don't work like that, okay? You're talking in circles. They can't be both. Now you can say some women's standards are too high, some are too low, but he keeps talking about having a standard in the middle. But are you in the middle though? Is that what you upset about? Because you're in the middle? Because you're in the middle, and so you want to get chosen? And like I said, you want to get chosen. Oh, okay, yeah, I got off topic. I don't write stuff down, so sometimes I would say something and get into another. It's the same topic, but I elaborate, and then I had to bring myself back. Okay, so when I got into the talking about the sex and all that, my point was that the men in the middle, like I said, want a woman. Well, this is not just the men. All the men want women to, chase them down for sex, not approaching all that. And then, like I said, what is the woman going to get out of it? And they say, oh, well, sex is mutual. Because I understand, they don't want you to go for the thugs, bums, and car thieves, so they claim they're not him. And they don't want you to go for the guy with money because they don't have no damn money. They broke. So they want you. So all these men that's complaining on YouTube, they're usually the guys in the middle, pretty much. So the guys in the goddamn middle, they are just like the bums and car thieves and the rich men. All men want a bunch of beautiful women to hound them for sex and get them what they want sexually without them having to give them money or spending any time with them. And they don't want to give them a commitment. That's all men. Now, yeah, they have different points in their life where they might want to settle down and get married and stuff like that. But I'm talking about generally speaking, that that's like a dream come true to have sex with a bunch of beautiful women without having to give them a commitment. That's a dream come true for them. Okay? So when you say to them, this is what you want, but then you say to a woman, okay, I don't want to give you what you want, then you're like, okay, well, but what is the woman gonna get? So like you want all this from her, but what is she getting out of it? And then they say, well, she's getting the penis out of it, she's getting pleasure out of it. And then you say, okay, but sex is not equal for a man and woman. Women don't value sex the way men do. I've heard men tell me, he's like, I've heard men say, you do not know the gravity of the value of sex to a man. I've heard, they said, you don't even know the half of it, how important sex is to a man, how much a man values sex. But then you want to say that it's equal. That's why you feel, okay, the date, women should go, you should go Dutch on a date. And it's all, it ain't mutual because she care less about banging you, dude. Now, some women do have a higher sex drive, but even the women with a higher sex drive, they still are, some of them are still, I ain't say all of them, but some of them are still selective as to who they jump in the bed with. And ain't all of them that got that high sex drive, but it's some of them. Still. They still ain't just screwing any damn body, and sometimes they do. I'm not saying, now look, I didn't say all women with a high sex drive still control their sex drive real well. But men, it's been proven, men have sex on their mind way more than women. They're way more sexually charged. And if women was so big on sex the way they are, then why are these women requiring, dates and relationships then? If sex is just all they want, then why y'all mad at women? Because let me tell y'all something, ladies. If men were getting sex from a bunch of beautiful women, these women were chasing them down for sex. They didn't have to give them money, take them on dates. They didn't have to talk to them on the phone. They did not have to get to know them. If that was happening, there would be no man on YouTube arguing mad about anything. They'd be too busy having sex with all these women. It would be no man on YouTube mad at anybody. The only reason they're upset is because they did not get the sex they wanted from all those different women, and they don't want to accept that women are not like them. They want to contradict themselves back and forth. It's a contradiction. You say we're like you, we got a high sex drive, but then you say we hold out on sex. And then you say that we got a high sex drive just like you, but then you say that we're not supposed to do what a man does sexually. You supposed to have all the women you want to sleep with, but we supposed to be faithful to you and only you. That doesn't make sense, because if our sex drive is just as goddamn high, then why are you saying that a woman can't do what a man does? You're making no sense. See, let me tell you something, and I'm going to get off topic a little. I kind of did anyway. I'm going to say this real quickly. This is dangerous for men to be misogynists, because I've seen so many murder mysteries and in real life, I know some women who have got murdered by a boyfriend or husband. And a lot of times it's based upon the man trying to control her, and him feeling he could do whatever hell he wants to, but she can't do the same thing. And this is dangerous, because these men really believe in their head that they're meant to sleep with multiple women, and you are only to sleep with him and only him. Y'all, this is dangerous. Okay? You see over in other countries how they might have a woman cover up, or they'll kill her and stone and all that. A lot of these men feel that they own you. You're their property. They like to control. It's that big ego of theirs. And it's dangerous when that ego is not checked. Okay, and they also feel we're the weaker sex because they feel we're not as physically strong as them. So they take that and they use that to their advantage. All right. And then also society has told them that you as a man, you're entitled to sleep with different women. It's okay. You got to have sex drive. But they have told them that women don't have a sex drive, which is a goddamn lie. We do have a sex drive. Okay. But they told them we don't have one at all, because a lot of women don't be chasing them down for sex. So they like, okay, well, since they not chasing us down for sex, they must don't like sex, so then they should only sleep with us. We should sleep with all these different women. But then they want to flip it and say, oh no, we have a high sex drive, but we are withholding sex. Listen to the word withholding. We're holding out. We tend to hold out. That's what this dude said. But if we tend to hold out, it must be for a reason. It must be because we don't want to have sex with your damn ass. I mean, what are you talking? So they feel we're just holding out for shits and giggles? I mean, I don't, excuse my language. Yeah, like these dudes they're confused. They just trying to flip it to get what they want and not give us what we want, and we're not gonna stand for it. So once again, going all the way back to the beginning of this video, which one is it? Are black women gold diggers? Or not? Make up your mind. You're saying we're gold diggers. You can't stand gold diggers. It's only because you ain't got no money for them to dig. But then you're saying they only go for the low tier guys, the dope boys and car thieves, and we only go for looks, and then we're stupid for going for looks. Okay, then which one is it? Personally, I've seen more black women go for looks, because if black women went for money, six figures or a millionaires, most of these black, 99, a large percentage of black men would not be getting laid right now. Okay, so you men better be goddamn lucky black women are going for looks, and that she don't care about you being broke. I don't recommend it. I recommend women go for average looking guys that are financially stable. So average looking men who are rich or middle class, I feel those are the ones you should go to. Because if you're average looking, you can stomach sleeping with him, but you need to look better than him for him to like feel that you're special. And then he's financially stable. He can provide and protect. That's how I feel. But ain't nobody gonna listen to me. But yeah, y'all need to be glad women are going for a man that she finds attractive. They ain't got nothing, because there's a lot of these black men around here don't have much financially, and it is what it is. So if black women were gold digging men, you know that you will not be getting laid right now. You know that the vagina that you did get, you know you wouldn't have got it, right? So you should be glad. You should be glad that some black women or a significant amount are going for looks and not for money. Because if they was going for money, you will be, excuse my language, shit out of luck.